Good morning, everyone. How is it going? I hope you all had a lovely weekend. We're back. Monday. TGIM. TGIM. We're happy that it's Monday. Back to what we love to do most, reading candlesticks and going over charts. Um, let's have a look. Did anyone trade Friday? It was sort of price action was horrible until the 1050 macro, and then I just took a little bit of a wind. I lost one evaluation. I got a little bit overzealous before 950, but then it just gave me the move that I was waiting for. So the impatience got me a little bit, but I still managed to get something out of it, I guess. But let's have a look. Let's get into it. Just wondering how you guys are doing. Did anyone trade Asia? I guess not. Looking at Asia, maybe the Open. Oh, I look at that. Hey, GG. Okay, you want to go here? Okay, my cat just jumped on my desk. It is the perfect thing they love to do. Um, okay, let's go. I just want to make sure that I'm on the right. Okay, here. Okay. Um, I just noticed that I marked something opening range gap. That was the opening range gap that I marked here. 50% exactly hit after Asia. So beautifully done. People always ask me why do I have so much lines on my chart, but I guess this is one of those reasons. What time did we hit this level? 7:15 midpoint. Beautiful. Now we're still not done there. Or are we? Hey Methursey, how are you doing? Okay, let me quickly go to the 1 minute. I want to see my 150 to 210. 150, where are you? I tend to be bearish for now until we reach a certain level. But on the other hand, I'm looking for 4 hour. We could also just make a few of these 4 hour candles, right? Because we're above the end walk. I'm just going to stay a little bit, um, just collecting intel. It's Monday. We're in a volatile market. There's a lot of geopolitical tension, a lot of uncertainty. Just want to watch if we are entering this area already, or are we? For me, it's just not enough information. It looks like we could, but we also have a large wick here, so I would think we might mitigate something. I wonder if we have to wait until 3 o'clock. Hey, V33 SA, how are you doing? So let's see if we're going to break the weekly open. So that means we're going into the end walk, right? Um, Look, normally you would say, if you have a reversal, when you have a candle like this on the larger, you would see, okay, there might be a continuation, but just because of this structure here, um, we have a 4-hour fair value gap right over here, but we also have the end wall here that we need to go through. Now we could be done here on the wick. The question is, are we going to, the only thing that I'm asking myself, are we going to consolidate or not? That's the only thing. I don't think we're going to go up, though, into this wick again, which also could be a possibility, I guess. But it's more like, are we going to go down now, or are we going to go down after 3 o'clock? That is, I think, more of the questions that I am thinking about. What do you guys think? I don't think it's a question of the bias, but it's more a question of when. That's where I'm at right now. I could be totally wrong. So I'm just thinking, because we're in the macro now, right? The 150 to 210, and I'm just watching it. We've got S&T on the downside. We're just above the weekly open. For me, it's more time. When is it time to go to make that move and go to discount again? I don't. So this is what I'm looking at, guys. And you see this wick here on the 4-hour, and this wick here. Let me show you. I'm looking at this wick currently. Just monitoring where the bodies are. So I think everybody's going to go short. Everybody has a short bias. I'm just not ready. I'm just not there yet. More time wise. What do you guys think? See, we're above this area here, so I'm more inclined to to accept that we are in consolidation area on a higher time frame technically as well, because we got this hourly. Let me go to the 1 hour. We are going down on the 1 hour, as you can see. When grading gaps, do you hey, company man call. ICT said that. Yes, I know. I sometimes, well, what I do, my approach is a little bit different, but I do think it is. ICT has been showing eights as well on his videos, and he mentioned one time 16, and he pretended like he gave away a gem. But it's just logic, right? I mean, the smaller you get, if what a quarter works, then obviously if that is the logic that you can measure a gap, then you can obviously go small. Now, what I do, I tend to stick to my quarter 1/3. I don't use, I've always used quarter 1/3, but I might change to eighths. But I really, for me, that worked so far. But what I do, if I have a large gap, for example, and we are here, I just grade, for example, if we are balancing within a big area, I just grade, I just put another one of the same ones in between these two, but I don't do them. Then I just take a small part in the range that we're at the moment. So yes, I technically do, but I don't want to, because I already have a lot on my chart. I'm aware, guys. I am aware of that, and I know it's difficult for people sometimes to read my charts. But I do. If we're starting to consolidate, for example, what I will do, I can grade this area here in between. If I can see that we're bouncing in between these two, for example, then I just add another one of these small ones. I just use this little area here. That's what I do. But I use quarter 1/3. It's just how I even then, before ICT came with his eights, I already did 1/3, and I just love 1/3. Um, yeah, it's just Haney. I actually tried that as well, and I noticed that as well, that Gavs also work with the OTE. It's just Haney. He shared something really good, guys. Just backtest it. Go back in your charts and use that information. I noticed that too, but I'm just gonna keep what I'm doing. But it's just Haney has a good point, and I would just highly advise everyone to take that gem and just figure it out what works best for you. Everything, if it works on a high, everything is fractal. So if a OTE range works, if quarters works, you just have to fractalize it and find your way, what you find most valuable for you, how you look at the market, and make it your own. And it can be anyway, but you have to have a consistency with it. And once you have that consistency and you use it consistently, then you'll see the logic. Um, so it's just Haney. The only thing that when you use the OTE, sometimes you have, especially when it's a wide range, you want to go a little bit smaller. Then you would still need, or you could still also do an smaller OTE in the specific ranges. It doesn't matter. It all comes down to the same, I guess. Mm. So on the hourly, yeah, 20 on on the, yeah, high, yeah, add a 25% on the OT. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah, I use the 23%, and I use 27%. I have different fibs, but 23 and 27 depending on how I'm calculating things. Uh, there are many fibs. Everything is calculatable. I mean, if there's an algo, it's scripted, it is mathematical. You just have to figure out the maths, and you have to figure out what range you have to calculate in comparison to another range, and that's where the magic is. And then the other thing, time. But anyway, more important now. I noticed that we made an equal low on the 1 hour. So question is, are we going to take it out in this hour, or are we going to use the 3 hour? V23, that is the optimal trade entry. That is an ICT fib, just measurements that are used to to calculate the specific percentages in a range. V33, if that's basic, that is really basic knowledge. That if you want to actually understand ICT, I would highly recommend you to go over core content. Um, but there's also, I think it's just videos of OTEs. It is a fib level, yes, but it's just specific percentages. But I think it's very uh, yeah, I think you either go on into ICT or just Google on YouTube OTE levels ICT. But there's a lot of videos on them. But I think it's wise to know, because we'll talk about them a lot. They're mentioned a lot, and it's the basics. I think it's one of the really, really basic that you should know. And if I'm highly suggest, I would also just go over core content so that you at least know what we are talking about, because a lot of things that are mentioned here are ICT related. and then you get a little bit of more understanding of what's being discussed. But OTE levels are just, listen, Friday, uh, the Friday level where we ended Friday was exactly an OTE level, which also was 50% of the weekly range. It was a smaller OTE level, so that's something actually what just Haney actually mentioned. I used a smaller OTE level, and it matched exactly with 50% of that weekly range. That was the top of it was the end of the day. So OTE primer, then OTE pattern. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, company comment call. Yeah. I think it's also in core content, right? In one of the few, because you don't want to spend too much. And it's okay. We broke it. There we go. Anyone short? So I'm just still looking, guys. I'm just very conservative at the moment. Uh, I'm very. I want to watch how we are going to act here. So this is the end walk, right? We closed here and we opened here. So this is the full end walk. Now the gap. Most people will see this. So the mistake that Jay, what are you talking about? Why are you trading? Am I trading at the moment? Jay, because it's an accumulation day, should I not stream? I'm streaming, and should I not go just over the market? And I think that is such a weird thing to ask, actually. Um, Sorry, why are you trading on accumulation? Okay, I'm just going to disregard that comment for the rest, but and I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about, guys? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I remember. A lot of people, when they look at the charts like this and they see a gap like this, they think this is the end walk if they don't automate it. But the end walk is from here, right? Because this is the close and this is the open. It goes from the close from the previous day until the open. So, Jay, you don't have to tell me about. It's not easy for a beginner. Well, I am actually going over the challenges and over reading the market. That's why I'm not going entering in a trade and going over what is happening. And I don't know if you must have heard a lot of time when I am going over the charts and explaining when to expect choppiness and how to recognize choppiness. It's something that I've been doing a lot, and that's part of what I have been focusing on lately as well, like when not to trade. So that's why I find it weird because you have been with me a long time. So, and I'm not going to just not stream because it might be a choppy day. I would rather be on stream and say, hey, I'm not taking a trade because it's choppy or because of this, because of that. But I must also say, you cannot just say it's going to be I had wonderful moves on Monday sometimes, but price action will tell us, and if not, we just don't trade. Look, Asia has been very nice and small, so I do think we're going to get some expansion at some point in London. It might not be a large expansion, but there will be. I do think that we might get some movement into that end walk, and if not, we can, we identify the chop, and that's where the growth is. But just saying, Jay, I think it's going to be choppy. I'm not going to talk about anything. How are new people going to learn how to identify choppiness and to stay in it? And even if I would take a trade which is wrong and will eat me up, hey, that's where you learn, right? If I do that. So No, it's not a reason not to trade, but it might be a short. If it's a bad price action, we just keep the the streams a little bit shorter. But I think it's actually good to go into the trades and to show, hey, listen, it's not. You know, Jay, you know that I don't take any trades if I don't feel comfortable anymore. So, and I have not traded a lot on stream lately, and not even because of the chop, but just because I didn't feel comfortable. So, and I think that's where the most psychological growth is as well for me myself, and also for new people, being able to be honest about that. So that's why I'm a little bit confused. No, it's just Jay. I'm just confused because you've been with me so such a long time already, and you're an OG. So that's why I'm just confused because you have seen me not trade a lot lately, and or paper trade, right? If I don't feel comfortable, so that's why. And I hope that message, you know, just not trading is good enough also for just still, showing up consistently. And and especially as a new person, let me also one thing, Jay, I do want to yeah, exactly. I just want to say as well, as a new person, you do want to watch the markets in bad conditions because you need to be able to identify it, and you need to be able to understand the chop and when to expect chop and what to look for. When do your for your trading style? When does it become popular? Yes, and exactly. Yeah, it's just Haney also. It's but okay. Fair point of Jay that he says yeah because it's choppy for beginners, but beginners need to understand to identify need to figure out because ICT can say anything what he wants, but as a new trader you want to figure out you are stubborn and you need to go through the process and lose money first. It is what it is. But anyway, and that's what we're here for. We identify and we talk about the markers, and they can't always be, favorable for us, or maybe for me not, and maybe for you if you have a different trading style. That all depends. And hey, listen, we had traders last week. I didn't see it, and people said, hey, listen, I see the short. They had like it wasn't a gamble. They had everything lined up, and they managed to get the shorts, and they managed to prepare themselves for the proper move. And some people are on a different journey, or they just have a different strategy and they saw things, or they had a better hair day. It does depend. But yes, so going back to what Jay said, Monday can be uh, choppy, but Monday can be a nice day as well. I have the best trade sometimes on a no news Monday. So just saying. And you know why? um, and that's why I just said, look, we created a beautiful range here. The question is, are we going to have a small retracement into it and going back up further, or are we just going to reverse and go down? I didn't mean in that. I thought you were trading, but it seems. Um, well, Jay, I made a few mistakes. I prefer distribution move, but they can also be in a smaller. I mean, I can also trade a smaller distribution move, right? So 1 hour candle. So, hey, Vincent, how are you doing? Hey, listen, I would, I make the most money, and the easiest trades come if you can identify a large 4 hour distribution move, obviously. But if the market conditions are different, I will look for different setups as well. But it's not my style, and and that's why I paper trade a lot, and I have losing trades as well. But I'm always very open about it. Hey, it's paper trade. I'm just trying more scalping or smaller trades and stuff like that. But I will always try to focus on a full market maker, smaller time frame market maker model if I manage to see it. And hey, on Monday, I'm always very conservative. When I just start on Monday, I'm just looking, where are we? Am I on Q? What's the market doing? And I just need time. And that's okay. Monday when I have high impact, on Tuesday tends to be okay. And Mondays on NFP always, I mean, yes. Well, I made $8,000 yet last Monday on NFP week. But it wasn't in London. It was the trade after London because I was not comfortable during London yet, and I had the intel, and then I went in with just I had so much confidence in that. I wasn't streaming at that time, but I made a recap afterwards. I went in full port because I just knew I had the intel from London. I was very conservative. I waited, and I don't know if it was a news day. I can't remember. I don't care. I mean, it was there. I mean, my setup was there. The intel was everything lined up, and I went full for it. I made $8,000 in 20 minutes. And so I'm okay to miss moves in London, and I just wait. And I don't want to be. I'm not gonna limit myself by saying, "Oh, it's Monday, no news. It's going to be choppy." No, you cannot think like that. You watch the price action. You watch it, and you decide what price is showing you. Um, yeah, I look just saying. I look at the monthly and weekly, but sometimes you just don't. You know, you're not. You just don't see. Hey, listen, I've got good trades sometimes, and sometimes I miss trades. So, and it's Monday. V33. Yeah, you must be. But listen, be careful because we're entering into a gap. So for me, um, I get a lot of questions like, "Hey, why are you only paper trading? Why are you missing the move?" You know, I see the short coming, but I'm just not willing to take it yet. Um, yeah, Trader XX 1 hour clean to the downside. Yeah. So and also for me because I'm streaming, I'm also my attention goes to talking and stuff like that. So when I'm by myself, so sometimes that's why I don't trade I don't stream the New York Open because I want to have that attention for myself because there's a lot of data. There's a lot of data for me there. Um, so here we go. Um, Monday and NFP week we trend from 5 to the whole day in the opposing side. Trader X6 is already in the downside. Yes. I'm still gonna wait. I'm still gonna wait. I'm okay with waiting. So what I really like, as your bank, hey, as your bank, the bank issues. Don't get me started on that. I hope so this week. I hope so this week. I hope this week I will get my. So all contracts are signed with the brokerage. So I hope to really get the my affiliate link with the so I can really offer people some also an advantage in commissions. Um, and then I finally have my own new account linked to TradingView. So we'll see. 25.30. Let's see the midpoint. You know, so I'm just watching this level here. The wick is exactly also the length of the whole N walk. So I just want to see how far we get into the N walk. Pum 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 pum. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I can go another 20 points to the downside and maybe stop at 2523-ish. Let's see. So let's see how if we can go to this level here. Why am I missing information on my screen? Why am I missing information? No, MJ, I don't do any prop firms. Okay, this is my T. This level is where I'm interested in. It hit it just now. Let's see. This is 123 that I was looking for. Let's see what happens here. Do you think trading is easy? Are you asking me? I don't think it's easy, but it's with enough stream time you can make it easier. But I don't think it's easy at all. If it's easy, everybody will be a millionaire, right? Or even a billionaire, I guess. Um, yeah, so this is the area I want to see what's going to happen. I'm missing some information on my charts. I'm just looking. I think we're going down, but I'm just looking for a better entry. I just want to get more confirmation. We hit a weekly midpoint here. I want to see what price. I think we're going to have a little bit of a upward movement from here. 233. I think it will be boring if it's too easy as well, to be honest. I think the challenge is that it is, yeah, it's like a treasure hunt, right? The algo, finding the algorithmic signatures is like a treasure hunt and understanding them, I think. Okie dokie. Now let's see if we can get a good entry. Where's my so I believe we're gonna get a little bit of a stop here. Okay, let's see. Ah, shout out to who said it's accumulation. Okay, so I just want to see if I can frame a trade. My next TP will be around 25,041-ish. I just want to see if we can get a little bit of a move to the upside and then a continuation because we're now at the midpoint of the N wall. Yeah. Um, Trade. I use Funded Next. I love Funded Next, to be honest. But there was a guy who came out with negative. He got banned by Funded Next. So I guess um, I would just say I still like them, but well, I'm just building my own accounts as well. When with all the if I make money, I just put some money in my own account. But Funded Next is my favorite currently. But I'm aware it could change any time, guys. So I just want to say um, um, that I'm always aware that how long will they be my favorite? But at this moment, Funded Next is the only. I don't know Lucid and the other ones because Lucid doesn't allow me to trade with them from South Africa, so I can't. I know a lot of people love Lucid, so I guess that's a good one as well. Yeah, I know. I've seen her, but she um, yeah, I've seen Maya, but her channel is called Teach Maya Trading. So she's taking advice of a lot of people that don't really know how to trade, I guess. Yeah, I said hello to her once in her stream. Okay, so Trader X6. So I love the Rapid because the Rapid, I love both. Why? I think you should have both the Rapid and the Legacy. The Bold is new. I think the Bold is awesome too. But let me just go over the Rapid and the Rapid. One day pass, but you have a consistency rule in funded. But the Legacy, 5 day pass with consistency rule to pass, then no consistency. So I think you should have both. When you start, you want the rapid in order if you have a good day, you can pass it in one day, and then you have a few rapids or one rapid, and you take smaller trades, and then when you have the larger moves, so you can manage both, right? And then when you pass the legacy, you don't have any consistency rules. So then, if you have larger moves, you can take you use your legacy and your funded. So I use both, by the way. So yes. Yeah, actually, Maria actually really lives near. I think we live even in the same the same province. Actually, by the she also lives in KwaZulu-Natal, I believe, like me. I don't know where she lives exactly, but we might be really close to each other. It's funny, right? But anyway, so I was waiting for this level, and I just want to I want to watch this level. I said 123. Where did we go? 121. Okay. So this was the level I wanted to go to watch. Um, Yeah, so I do use CISD and market change, but what I'm looking at in this area is we have uh, you could consider this, but we didn't have a closure yet. So for me, you could consider it here, but I look at this, and also because of this, well, I would call it the order block. Are we going to go up from here or not? And I'm just watching price because we are in a N walk, which is exactly the same length as a wick. So um, I'm just watching, and I'm not. I just want to see what we're doing in this area. So I think this level was good call. It was a little bit further than. I want to see how this 1 hour is going to close here. Um, I'm actually wondering if I'm actually more what I want to do. Do you trust South African brokers? So V33, I don't have any South African brokers. So my partnership is with an American broker, and because I'm a digital nomad and traveling, and it was really hard to. I AMP doesn't allow a lot of. I don't know. AMP is doesn't allow by if you're not a U.S. citizens, it can be they don't allow everybody. But the one that I've found, so Edge Clear, I mean, I've had them for years now, and I'm actually very, very happy with them. So, and they want to, I think they want to, um, they are focusing on people, non-US citizens, to provide them with a solid futures account. So that's why they actually asked me because I was in the same position and I've been working with them for a long time and I had like when I started, I did market profile and share charts, and oh my god, I had one account manager, and I mean I bombarded him with questions, and I had one person that I went to, and he was so helpful. So I said to him, listen, I know the level of service is so high, so that's why I don't do prop firm. I'm leaving a lot of money on the table because I know if I push a few links here, I can make more money than but I would rather not, because what if it goes down and I just don't want to be involved in any negativity on prop firms. So I will only recommend that broker that I'm using. So that will be my brokerage that you will see on my banners and stuff like that. But that's because I use them and I've used them and I can vouch for them. And I trust them. I can literally trust them 100%. Me already saying, oh, what's your funded next is not right now my favorite prop firm, but I can't say that maybe in a few months. I just don't know. So for me, it's too risky to push prop firms, and I think it's unethical. I think if there's a level of that I really think there is a look. It's my risk to use it, but if there's already people coming out with issues, I don't trust any one of them to be honest anymore, and I just use them for my benefit to take money out of it, put them in my own account, live of it. But to say I trust them 100%, and to make money of it on the back of other people, no, that feels unethical to me, to be honest. So I don't do that. I stay away. I know I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, but it just goes against my. Uh, I don't know. It's hard to explain. So the only thing you will see is the banner of my broker because I use them myself 100% and I trust them because I've been working with them for 3 years now. And I can manage to get a good deal out of it. So for you guys, better. It's not for U.S. citizens, by the way. It's only for people like me, not living in the U.S. want a US broker, and then get, and the bigger we get, the better commissions I can negotiate. So that's it. So that's where I'm at. So look, guys, I just want to say, I'm just sort of wondering if how far further down are we going to go. I just want to have a little bit more information. Hey, but trader exit, the bull is good as well. I mean, the bull has a 1 day payout, by the way. I haven't tried them yet, but if you can, I think the bull has. You can buy with the bull. You can buy your consistency rule off, and you can make it your. You can sculpt it the way you want. So I think the bull is also a good option. So let me know if you use them. How you. But yeah, so at the moment, funded next my favorite, but only because they allow me to use them in South Africa. So Lucid I can't use, um, and also my funded futures I can't use. I used to trade with them. I was actually funded by them, uh, but unfortunately I can't anymore. I loved my funded futures, but it comes with a price living in paradise. Okay, guys, let's see if we are going to go up now because I think we have a nice, beautiful structure now, maybe to the upside. So people ask me, why didn't I trade this area? So the 150 to 210 macro, I always watch the first macro. I'm not interested. I just want to see what price is doing. Are we really bearish? For me, I had this. I said 123 is the level I want to watch, and I'm not really interested in these smaller moves, as you guys know. I don't, especially when I just start. I just don't. I'm not interested to put trades on for just 20, 30 points. I see we created relatively equal price here. I'm just gonna wait for this macro now. And also, something about what people are. If I talk a lot, I'm distracted. I just a little bit today, so I know now for a fact that I have to. If I really want to trade, I just either not stream or just take some time. But we'll see. Let's see now, guys. Who's in a long or who's in a short? Yeah, Andrew's already in a long. Yeah. I'm also not too convinced about the short anymore after the price action, but I just want to have some more data. I'm just going to watch before entering and having a good trade. Inversion, retest of the inversion, breaker coming. Asia low is here. Just want to see we tap into Asia low. Hey, Raiden. Listen, guys, I just want to say, Jay did point out we just could go into consolidation. It's not a weird thing to say. I said it straight away. Like, listen, maybe we're going to get a few 4-hour candles here. So um, it is not unimaginable. So what will be the I think I'm gonna paper trade it along as well. I think I'm already late to the party though. Yeah, I'm late. I should have gotten in here. I love being stopped out uh, on a paper trade. Pum, 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 pum. I don't think this 1 hour candle is going to go lower at the moment in the before 3 o'clock. Did we go below this? Did we talk each other's? Just wondering. You got SMT here. I'm gonna do something. I totally forgot to look at the ES. Pum 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 pum. Now waiting for London and Q. Yeah, I'm also more, but I'm also just, you know, look where we're at. We're just tapping into the. We had a market maker sell side, buy side to consolidation of this area created here. So I'm just not really sure. I can read it both ways now. Um, We created the start of the consolidation area of this small 1 minute market maker model. We have consolidation here as well, so I'm also more bullish than bearish. But I also, if I'm looking at how they set this up, we also have S&T there, and this is very, I mean, it looks very juicy also to be taken out. So if this is going to fill, it's going to fill hard. We've got S&T with an area that has been created in this macro as well. I see so many conflicting data. I can literally, the only trade that I should have taken was here. I called this level here, and then I should have turtle soup that. I should have had a limit order at I said 123 with maybe 5 points, and then I guess back to original consolidation up to here. That should have been my trade. How many points? 31. It's just not interesting. Now, where would we go? I mean, the thing that I don't like about this, where would I target for the long, right? Maybe here, 40 points, 3 o'clock, yeah. Previous day high. Yeah, okay. We have our answer now. Okay. I think this is gonna fill this SMT now. Why? 269. This is 2, 3. This one is 302. I'm still just paper trading, guys. I still see uh, your cheap, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna put it a few ticks below. I just want to get out on time. 304. I just don't wonder if we can get above this one here. That's the only concern that I have, to be honest. Um, I do like we created this equal in this macro, so I do think we should be able to get above this one. Okay, my stop is now okay. I consider this a protected, but I wonder because I'm just looking at this one here, this little bastard. I'm just a paper trading, guys. I'm just gonna paper trade. I just want to see if I'm reading it, if market is, because I like that this equal high has been created in this macro here with this one. So I do expect it to take this out. So I just noticed lately that your trades have to just be shorter, and I have to get used to that to be okay with, like, you know 30 points, 20 points. Just get out and take your money instead of waiting and then letting it run back to you, right? So this information now is giving me enough. I've got enough intel for myself now to enter a paper trade, not even my own. There we go. Let's see. 255. Yeah, that unfilled fair value gap. I'm wondering if we can get even higher. I mean, there's so much here. I'm just wondering if this is just, should I just take, we took out the high of this that formed in this in this macro. So I wonder if this is not too high. Little gap here. 263. There we go. Do you guys think we're gonna go over the? Do you think we're gonna go over the? We're gonna take Asia high. Who thinks? I'm gonna do a poll. I'm just gonna take it to that level, but will we take Asia high in London? So to see, I think so. I'm just gonna use. I put my trade in. I'm not gonna change it, but I would vote a yes. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm gonna let my trade be taken out here. Just curious what you guys think. 50-50. Now I don't like the. I actually want to get out of the trade because of time. Uh, 80% says yes. I'm gonna. Oh, it's 12. Yes, I'm gonna wait one more second, and I'm gonna take myself out as well because I don't want to risk to give back any money. I think it's gonna take me out. Okay, I'm good with this trade. I don't. Okay, now I'm taking myself out of it. I'm not gonna wait. I'm getting used to not getting out. Okay, so that was 153 ticks. And then I'm fine waiting, and maybe if it goes back out, because I'm just with this market, with this volatility, I just don't want to get into the swings all the way back. And macro's done. I had it last week. I just waited, and it was a paper trade, but I gave back all my profits, or I just nothing. And I just want to get used to taking shorter trades. Yeah, it's you know um, I think it's the market also, like not to sit too comfortably in your longer trades like I used to. It's just be happy with smaller trades and have it. And But I mean, yeah, that's Susie's indicator, correct? Yeah, there are two. I'm actually testing both of them. One's from Nine and Susie's. I like Susie's. It's a nice one. It's live. You know what's nice about it's live. Um, but I do think we might go all the way up to here. And I wonder if we're going to create a equal high and not take out the high. I do think, look, we activate, if we go to the 15, let me just go over here. Breaker. I just wonder if we're going to struggle here a little bit. Uh, two, 230. We've got equal highs here, here. Yeah, 268. I love 268. I think we're gonna go a lot. We're gonna get a London high. We created the low at 230. Just want to see what is this level here. What did I do here? Yeah, 268. Um, oh, DBT, do you have the fractal model? I wonder if we can get over this level here. Just want to wait and see. Yeah. So I'm okay again to wait, guys. If I have, I didn't make any money because it was a paper trade, obviously, that I took. But for me, um, so I used my 150 to 210 macro. I did say I want to see how we're going to react at 133-ish. That was this level here. We went a little bit lower, and then we, as you can see here, we bounced off this beautiful down close candle. So we're not ready to go down yet, but I want to say yet because um, are we just creating liquidity to be taken out at a later stage, right? Because I don't feel confident now in long or short. And actually, I just want to, uh, pam, pam, pam. And like I said before, I'm just wondering, and that Jay did say, like, okay, it's going to be, we could go accumulate, right? And I said it as well, like, maybe are we going to get a 4-hour candle? Just, just because it's a wide range, right? If you look at this one here, we could just easily go back and forth in this area for a couple of 2 4-hour candles. Um, yeah, I think if you understand the fractality and just how T trades also explains everything, I think I think so. I must agree with you, Mr. Haney, that it comes down to the raw basics, right? And everything comes back to that. simplicity. It's if you strap everything down, it comes back to the fractality of things, if I may say. How can I say that? Um, yeah, it all comes down to the basics, and it's just how some people explain it that makes it more visual, I guess, and the fractal. I don't use the indicator, but I think the logic of using also power of three, it all comes down to the same thing, right? And how T trades, um, yeah, it's just, I think T trade is it's just amazing what he does. I think, yeah, it's an amazing guy. Okay, so so why I was waiting a little bit longer was I was watching. You guys have been with me a while. I'm always watching how are we behaving in comparison to this. Sometimes we move away very fast away from it, and then in hindsight, I did see like, I should have seen it, but this 150 to 210 really helps me a lot. But not only the 150 to 210, also the one before that, actually, the one around midnight. So once we started going, I was looking here when we were tapping into it, like, oh, are we just hitting it? So what I did notice is we created a high here, an equal high. That always gets my attention. And I just wanted to see if we were tapping back into it and what we were doing here. So the only thing that confused me today was the time a little bit. Like, oh, we sometimes you have the macro. It uses half of the macro to make one move, and then the second. But this was a continuation, and I thought, oh, and that was, I just wasn't awake enough to realize, okay, if we would have gone up and go down, it would have used the whole first half of the macro to go up, but it did not, and I should have actually entered here already because this was already a clear indication that it was a continuation macro. So my entry was a little bit too late. I can't remember where. I think it was a little bit here, um, but I was using the data of this, and then I just want to see where it was 150 points. Where did I get in? 150 ticks. Sorry. Yeah. So my entry was too late. This should have been, if I wanted that confirmation, this should have been my entry. Um, Using this information as well. Um, if you're bored and want to see an example, look at the weekly chart. It looks like Amazon. Hey, company man car, I'm never bored. Hey, Haru, thank you. Welcome to the family. But this is, I mean, if you talk about fractal and being like expansion and AMD, I mean, this is for me not a favorable area. Now, on the lower time frame, you could see, oh yeah, we had a movement, but technically for me, this is not a nice area to trade. If you're a distribution trader in the sense of looking for, I mean, even if the fractal model, when you have a candle two closure, right? Would you consider this I mean, is this a favorable area for your fractal model? So I'm just asking because um, I do like this and how it's setting up here, like maybe to take out some liquidity. But on the other hand, I also don't trust it too much for a real long. But on the other hand, we created equal highs again, like we did here. Equal highs. What time did we create equal high? 312. We like equal highs. 312. Maybe we should go long again. Okay, we still have the call. Let's have a look. %60 no. Asia, we're not going to take Asia high during London. Okay, 60% says no. And obviously 40% says yes. Yeah. Well, we can do a OTE. Let's do an OTE level. Let's do an OTE. We love our OTEs. We can also do it from here. Now, let's see. I think this one is more important. I wonder if we're done here. I'm just wondering if this is it. We're going into these levels here. Yeah, just Haney. I'm just. I'm. Okay. I see you adjusted your thoughts as well. Yeah. See, we're going back and forth. So when I'm going back and forth, I just know I have to stay. I just don't want to. I'm just careful if I go back and forth a couple of times. I do think we're. I'm also like. Even though it's equal here, there's a lot of equal highs that we have everywhere. But I'm just not. I don't know. Exactly right. We just wait. I just if I hear myself going back and forth, I just okay. I'm just gonna go back and forth and go over the logic what I think. But if I'm going back and forth, I'm like, okay, well, you clearly don't have a clear bias, I guess. Hey, let's have a look at gold, by the way. Oh, look at this again. I mean, this is just talking about consolidation. But look again, a full opening range gap from Friday, totally unfilled here. Um, just in Asia's range, it swept Asia just by a few ticks here, then back into going back and forth. Not interested. Um, but NQ is a bit confusing now, right? I mean, I can frame it both ways now. On the easiest logic, from equal highs, equal lows, but they can also make those equal highs for a much later moment, right? They don't have to use it now. We went to 0.5 already. So, we're in premium, technically, from this newly created range. And this range was created at exactly 233. Important time. We created a new dealing range at 233. in which that dealing range, it went back to 0.5 from that new range. So I would rather be short than long. If I would have put me a gun to my head, I guess I would go short, I guess. I don't know. Might cost me my life then. But... Oh, yeah. I think I'm. You know what? Let's do. I'm going to use time. A paper trade. I want to test something. I want to test midnight. Because I like to trade time as well. Because we 3 o'clock is below us. Midnight is here, and I do believe that retest. I use time as retest as well. I see we had a nice wick here. So my stop loss is going to be, I'm using this one that retested the time. My TP is going to be much lower then, because now once we break this, I do think we're going to go much lower. But hey, I could be, don't follow me guys. I'm just trying stuff. I'm just trying. Do not follow me. I think this trade will take a little bit longer to get there. Um, I think this trade will take, I think we're going to get a 4 hour distribution now. Hold on. Um, but maybe it's the next 6 o'clock candle. Yeah. Let's see. I wonder if it's the next 4 hour candle. But I would like. I'm gonna watch this area, and if it's not this trade, where are you? Here? It might not be in this 4 hour candle. But let's see. Hey, listen, I'm just sort of like gambling, just being honest. That's why I'm paper trading on those moves that is 333. 3 o'clock is below us. Midnight is above us. I'm I wanted to drop below and fast through 3 o'clock, through the open price of 3 o'clock. That's what I want to see. But now I want to. I don't want it to go back. If this, then we might have a drop. But I'm just. I don't know if it's this 4 o'clock, 4 hour candle. Sorry. So that means we're finally going to distribute lower. I just need to go. And we're below. So then we're going to go through the end wall. See, we're going back up now. It's actually bullish again. So so I'm getting out. Um, when we start to navigate between these two times, I just don't want to be. I really wanted to see it drop and stay in the close below 3. I'll re-enter when we go that when we do that. Because we might go one more leg higher, right? Could be because we still have 2 hours to go, more than 2 hours. I just don't want to be stuck between these two times. We're also back into this area here. Chop, 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 chop. Well, I almost made 50 points though, almost now. And smaller trades, okay, I'm starting to get the hang of it. I might even start enjoying taking smaller trades, but you know, I would not take small trades on funded because I don't want to get emails like I am taking too, like, you get too short in a trade and then they send you emails that you are. I wonder if how honest they are. Suspension block here in the macro. Watch this one, the one in red here, this one here. Yes. Yeah, I also think we're gonna have we might have a 1 4 hour actually two here, but let's see. Let's see how we behave. We still have our lovely 350 macro coming. Yeah, we might just consolidate in this area here. Yeah. still, I'm getting bullish again. I'm just thinking that we might go into this wick to 268. We tap into here. We're still consolidating technically, but we could still take out that high, right? And then, because we already took out the low of this candle, are we going to take out this high? We are not going to retest 3 o'clock. I think we are creating a new bullish structure here. $268, and then later on to here, 268. I like it. I like it. Um, yeah, it's using this area now here. It's gonna go. It's time to just chop, 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 chop. I do think we are gonna do this. Yeah, two, two over mid over London again. 350. I think I'm gonna front run the 350 macro. I'm just paper trading, guys. Don't follow me. Oh, you want my cats? I'll give you some cat tea. Well, the cats are hot. Dolly, Dolly, they want you. Come on, Dolly. Want to go say hi? Dolly. I got one. I found a cat. Hmm. Here we go. Dolly. There was a lot of thunder yesterday, and I was so afraid because it was so loud. And she was totally not afraid. Thank you, Dolly. Okay. Now this is a girl. This is a big girl. She's half Maine Coon. Oh, look at you, my little girl, my little angel. You want to go back? Oh, you're so cute. There you can go. Oh, okay. I'm not paying attention. My cat died. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, I took one cat from the Netherlands to South Africa, and she was 21 years old, and she died here. She was 21 years actually when she traveled, and she would have made it a couple because she was so strong, but she ran into another cat and she broke her hip, and then so we had to put her down. But she probably made another 2 years as well. The doctor says she's so strong and healthy, so it was really sad. But yeah, okay, let me just get out of this trade because uh, oh, my phone. Hold on, guys. I'm speaking. Who is this? Yes. Oh yes. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Hold on. Just I'm coming downstairs to bring the package. Okay, guys. I have to go downstairs quickly. I'm coming downstairs now. You see the green chimney? I'll be right back, guys. Yes, I'm coming. No, magistrate. So, yes, do you know? Yeah, one. Here we go. All sorted now. So, um, yeah, sometimes they pick up, they don't communicate, and then they pick up something. You get a call, and I thought they would never come, and suddenly 1 month later they pick up something. Um, Welcome to South Africa, baby. Oh, look, the little yeah. But yeah, I've got another one here talking about the little girls. The other one is sleeping just behind my setup. And the moment she moves, most likely my setup will fall apart. But I can't pick her up because she has some medical issues. She's a rescue as well. Her tummy's always bloated, and I had to give her an enema for a year because she couldn't do her business. And they told me that she would most likely die. But she's very healthy now. Yeah, but she still has some issues with her belly. It's my smartie. So, how warm is it? Well, it's warm. It's actually pretty warm. Let's look at the weather. So as you can see, I have to close my the curtains because it just gets too hot a little bit, and I don't like air conditioning. It is right now today. I think it's going to be over 30 degrees. Let me check. So we're in the suspension block right now, back into the range. So, no, what day is it today? Monday, right? It's Monday, right? 9th of February. Oh, it's only 28 degrees today. We're gonna hit 30, but it's not gonna go over. So it's actually not a warm, extremely warm day. It's just nice. I love humidity and warm. I love it. Do you need to switch lights off? If I switch off the lights, I'm in the dark. I prefer to sit with natural light, but it's too warm. The daily is respecting the bearish FUG. Yeah, let's have a look at the daily, by the way. I did do it earlier, but let's do it again. Let's look at the daily. Let me get rid of this box here. Um, well, yeah. Look, once we start going to the end wall, we're definitely going to go into this wick here. It's not going to be an easy ride, I think, but it's going to be. I think I'm bullish for the next macro, to be honest. Let's see here. You know why? Because even if we go to 268, just tap in to make it equal high at Asia, we're still in a range. We could easily still be range bound and go to 268 now. So I just want to go to the 1 hour again. Just want to show. Yeah, I really 268. Only 28. It's an ice age on the East Coast. Yeah, it is. No, listen, Jane. It has been very cold actually up to mid-January. It was really ridiculous. So much rain, and I was sitting with long sleeves. Normally, it's already humid, and in November. but we didn't have that this heat that we have now, or the heat. For me, it's just like comfortable. But the warmth that we have now, it should have been months ago already. Um, oh, so Vincent, yesterday we had a thunderstorm. It was so scary. I mean, I literally had the, it's right because I've got ocean view, right? Sometimes it's on the ocean and it's beautiful, but for some reason it's so close, and we have like a building nearby. It's a government building. It gets hits all the time, and it was like really, really close. And I was like sitting. I'm afraid to sit in front of my window, but it's really scary because it's like go back and forth. But it takes a few hours, and then it's not like it doesn't pass. It's just literally here all the time. And my power tripped a few times, and it was like I was like, and my cat, she wasn't afraid at all. So I was like sitting here. Oh my god, it was just so scary. Um, oh, you're in Port Louis. Sometimes, yeah. So we had a thunderstorm. I'm fine with thunderstorms. So yesterday was enough. But it's beautiful to watch if they're a little bit further away. It's like, yeah. Hey, look how beautiful. It's just respecting this little one here. So we're exactly between these two times, so that means no trade for me. Um, no trade for me. I wonder I wonder if we're not going to get much until New York. Mm, we created exactly at 2:30. We did not. We have a high. I wonder if we're going to get one more high after 4:10. As I called in advance. No bear flag. Yeah. So if we do start to go up, we might go up all the way up to about to 5:30. But let's see. Mm, 25, 25, 9, 7. Oh, I want to take a trade, but it's 4 o'clock. Let me see what 4 o'clock does, but I like this level here, 25.97. I have to wait till 4 now. Had to circumvent over the Indian Ocean, a route just atypical for this time of year. Oh wow, it must be scary as well if you're in the plane. Okay, 4 o'clock. Um, I think I'm more short bias than long bias now. Uh, don't follow me, guys. I'm just testing out a few things. Tori says will be smiling. Oh my god. Uh, is anybody really seriously trading those? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hey, all retail stuff works at some point, right? It has to happen. It has to work sometime. The only thing that worries me with this trade that this wick is in the way for my analysis, but we'll see. Should be a box wick here. Pam 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 pam. If we don't move until, if we don't make any movement, I think it's the either or direction. If we do take a high and a low, we might run a little bit longer in the pre-market. Sometimes you see that happen. If it does not do anything after 10-4, then nothing's going to happen, I think, until pre-market somewhere. But I would never trade this with my real guys. I would not enter in this area. Uh, okay, time to get out. Oh, wait. It's 25. I really like this area. We do go down. I like this area here. Um, let's see. I do like it when we consolidate within the macro because a lot of the times it starts running after the macro, especially around the 350 to 410 macro. Oh, you want to be? Oh, it's just a YouTube. You can join the YouTube button. Um, the pre-market prep, you mean, Vincent? Yeah. So that's my little, just my little. I go over London and the all scenarios I believe can happen in the open. So it's just a YouTube button. You join. Oh, that would be nice, Vincent. I would love that if you would join. I'm not really advertising it, but yeah, I think I see it as support, just as a support for me. And I would really, I appreciate that. I think there is a button, join, right over here, next to my name. It says join. You see it? It's right over here. I'm going to expand. I'm going to do more with it. There will be more things I'll add and stuff like that. But it's still in the beginning phases, right? So I still like this. Let's see, 4 past 8. I think I would love to see it just give a little bit more confirmation that it's ready to move away from this area. Um, this also is not really, when you see these two open prices so close to each other. Oh, thank you, Vincent. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, Waiting for this 4 hour to close. I can see. Yeah, it's it's always. I don't know if you guys notice when we are, we are just above the end walk, right? And we keep on. We the body's also on the lower time frames. But once the body starts to go into this end walk, but look, on the 1 hour we have been doing the work here in this week. So I'm more bearish now. Let's see 410. Um, okay, let's see. I'm inclined to go short. Yeah, I'm going short because I think we're going to get the move to the downside now. There's someone who thinks he knows what he's talking about, but don't give him any attention. He's just a troll, I think. I'm just paper trading, guys. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna remove this person because he's full of shit, and I think he's done it a couple of times, and he's just talking nonsense out of his ass. It's also low probability because we got. Don't follow me, guys, when I do something now because you see we got S&T on both sides, but I'm still more bearish than bullish. I'm just testing out a few things that I'm like, okay, we have tested this week, we've tested this week. When you have consolidation within the 350 to 410 macro, a lot of the times, according to my journaling, we get the move after 10 past 4. I'm just testing out a few scenarios, and also in London, we created a low at exactly 233, and we created a high um, just after 3 o'clock. So it's sort of like I think it has to make a move at some point a little bit, but it's sort of like a little bit. But I favor the downside, so I'm just testing a few theories. So don't take. I'm not really like I'm not a signal service anyway, but uh, I just want to see if this my logic works because I do think we have a zero point 0.5. We have an OTE retracement to 0.5 here. I've got some levels here that. But the question is it ready to move or not? It's just time, right? Now, everybody, you would think, okay, we've got equal highs here, so that's more favorable to take those out, right? We did the work in the suspension block. We're out of the suspension block. Going back in. 4:15. Okay. Okay, let's see. We're below the 3 and the 4 o'clock. Edit again after retracement. Yeah, I really would like to see some faster candles coming. We're below 3 and 4 o'clock. We've left. We never. The thing that I'm looking at here, we retested midnight at 3:43. We never came close to it. We went suspension block. We're out of it. So I'm just sort of like thinking, are we ready to really move away? Take a higher time frame OTE level to the downside, but could be dead wrong. Let's see. Let's see. Are you runners still going from 170 entry? See, it doesn't want to leave this area. This is an important area here. The opening prices. We got 13-minute S&T. 418. Let's see, 420-ish. Expansion of this current. Yeah, I really want to see. It's the 4-hour that I'm looking for, indeed. But look, it's a doji now. But we are below the. Okay, let's see if we're finally getting something. But hey, it could easily become an up close candle and go back into this wick as well, right? I mean, Okay. Let's see. We just want some expansion. Come on, give me some expansion. Give me some distribution. I mean, I need my distribution hit. Like I need my shot of this some. Come on, candle, just give me some distribution. Otherwise, I'm getting it's like a it's like an addiction, right? Just give me one little bit. I don't care if it's in the wrong direction. Just show me some distribution. Oh, I need my hit. You see, the bodies are not entering this end walk yet, right? I think the moment we enter this end walk, I mean, then it's going to be like it's going to be a nice. So, like I said, there is a possibility that we're going to have a 4-hour non-distribution candle. Okay, let's see if the price can stay below the 3 and the 4 o'clock now. Okay, I like it. This is what I like to see. I mean, ES looks weaker as well, right? If you look at ES already mitigated the midnight very clearly. It looks more bearish than bullish. 4 o'clock has been already tested through. Okay, now give us some. Hey, show up, Carbari, show I. Give us some distribution now, baby. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Come on, come on. Come on. Starting to look more bearish, right? Okay, so I was also wrong with the, because I thought that we would take out the London High during Asia. I don't think we are going to do, I think I'll just leave it on. Come on, just drop. Just drop your booty. Just drop. Some nice long, nice, beautiful candle. Some nice down close candle. Maybe today during this session. I mean, it's a significant level that is not going to do it right here. Oh, we are in the end walk. Oh, look at that. We're in the end walk, guys. We're in the end walk. We're in the end walk. We're in the end walk. Finally. Come on. Come on, baby. Give us some nice data. It's time to run. It's time to run. You see the SMT is getting flatter. And I think it's going to disappear anytime soon. Now it could, obviously, it could again reject in the wick, obviously. Come on, baby. Come on, come 427. And we are above the 3 and 4 o'clock again. So ES went below Asia. Same. Okay, let's see now. Now it's sort of like, as we always, mm, equal highs, equal lows are the liquidity levels we look at, right? So actually, it's sort of a contradictory that we go into a short. Um, but for some reason, I just think we are more likely to go down first than up. Okay, come on now. 430. Now, I don't want to overstay this trade as well because I see everywhere we're creating these equals, but I wonder if we are going to go back maybe for them later on. Or are we just not going down and just creating equal highs and lows, or equal highs all the time to not go down, right? And we're just bouncing off this level continuously. I just watched Traderify. Traders got cooked going higher. Oh, they were going for a long. Well, you know, I love it when people share their insights, but I hate it when people the ones the chat say, "Oh, I told you so," and it's like, "Oh my God, are we kindergarten level here?" And um, they were going for longs. Okay. Well, hey, listen, I think maybe we're both gonna get cooked because it's not really just consolidating, right? So I'm just in a paper trade, but um, the confusing part is because it's creating those equal, like I was just saying, you know, it's, I'm also going against my normal thing, what we've been taught, like if you see equal highs and lows, it's create, but I'm just thinking like I was just creating that liquidity for later on, and I would rather, I'm also looking at uh, these things here, how they've created this liquidity here. This for me has a higher, I give this more value at the moment than these equal highs that have been created, if that makes sense. Jay, I don't think anyone is negative or giving yeah, I don't think there was any negativity going on, Jay. I mean, if they went long and it's wrong, that's nothing. There's no bad thing in saying that. I don't see any harm in that. Um, and I also don't think there's any negativity meant behind the message as well. But anyway, um, well, it was just. But Jay, what's I have to disagree with you on that because there was no negativity. It just said they were going long and they got it didn't go well. So I don't think that's. People may talk about me like that as well. Hey, listen, Iris went short and it went against her. I wouldn't care because that's trades can go wrong. So are you a no? Are you? Well, it has nothing to do with liking someone. Come on, Jay. Jay, did you step out the wrong side of the bed today? Because you had a really weird question this morning, and I really find it a little bit odd because it's just Haney did not say anything wrong at all. We just said they went long and they got busted for the long. They got stopped out. So, hey, someone could go. I had a few stop outs and people go on other streams and hey, Iris went long and she got busted. There's nothing wrong about it. Oh, okay. Well, okay. I gotcha. Well, guys, I don't think there's any negativity. And hey, it's just Haney. I think you're just curious as well here, and asking questions. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know what happened, but whatever, guys. No fighting here. We want peace. Let's keep the world out the net. But hey, but guys, listen. Whatever what anyone else is doing, this is the apparently this was the right move. So I'm gonna really journal it because I think the analysis was correct, even though I was still doubting a little bit. So I'm only in a paper trade, guys. Hey, no, guys, it's free speech. You can say whatever you want, but I don't think there was any I can't really know what is said for what reason, but um, and because it's my chat, it doesn't mean you cannot say anything. But it's just like I'm just trying to sort of like there's so much negativity already out there. Let's just keep it nice. Okay, guys. Now my question is because we're going into this, am I over? Is my trade too large? Like you guys know that I want to have larger trades. My question is, am I asking too much? I don't think so at the moment, but I also don't want to trill my stop yet. We're below the 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. We retested the weekly open. I think this is a good. I'm gonna keep my. Um, I'm gonna keep my TP there, and that means we get a full body closure with a. But the only thing I'm wondering, the midpoint is right over here. Hey DTS, how are you doing? DTS, 1 point is 4 ticks. So on NQ, it's $5. On MNQ, it's $2. And the reason I'm doing ticks is to get people away from the monetary amount. It's more about setup. So that's why I don't put points in there, because sometimes I trade, if I would trade it on my account, sometimes I do mini, sometimes I do micros, but I just don't want people to focus on the monetary amount too much, because it's more about the setup and logic about moves. So I'm trying to steer away from that a little bit. So that's the reason why I use ticks and not the monetary amount, because last Monday I put four NQ and I made $8,000 almost. But it's not important. It's more, the trade itself is more important than what is. Because some people are in a different area. Sometimes I just trade micros. So, but it's okay. You can ask. It's no point. But the next question most of the time is, why are you using ticks? So that's the reason why. But I still need to. It's really weird because I still also when I'm done, I try not to look at my P&L, but I do always. Oh, what is it again? I always do it. It's in our nature, right? To see, okay, how much money is it? It is there, but let's see now if we're going to create. But we're below the midpoint, so I'm just I want to see if this is going to create an equal low. This is a fib level that I use. Um, it's a little bit lower than that, but I took my TP here. But I think we should get some expansion now after so much consolidation, right? Finally, well, that's a wrong thing of me to say. Actually, we should because of that. I think I'm getting out at 108 because we got it's an open price of this as well, and it's the bottom, and we're going to reject at the bottom, and it's also I think I'm going to higher it, and I'm okay to. I just want to get out sooner. Hey Ricardo, thank you for subscribing. So it's just saying what I would do now. I don't look. I don't look at SMT until 4:45 now because I just let it run. I see it prints, but I'm not interested until a quarter two. The only thing I'm interested in now is to see if we're below 25%. Why don't you trade for? Well, why would I trade forex if I make enough money with NQ? I love NQ, and I don't like forex, to be honest. It's not my thing. I just love NQ. NQ makes me money. NQ provides me for my living. I am in crypto, but I'm a long-term investor in crypto. So I have a portfolio, but I don't actively trade crypto. I just I don't want to call myself a bag holder because I got in really early, and I'm just let it run. And sometimes I reinvest some of my profits into crypto now, with which I make. Um, no, there is no. I think there was no. I didn't see any news today. There was no news today. The only thing that we have are FMC members speaking. No news. No. I believe tomorrow we have news. Tomorrow we have core retail, ADP, employment change. Employment cost index, orange. And Wednesday we have non-farm. So also this, I do want to point out that there's non-farm, and we have they moved a few NFP things to this week, right? And NFP week, Mondays are actually very good to trade. So maybe I guess it's another Monday like that. I don't know. My NFP Mondays do well. We just watch price action, right? What it gives us. I think I'm going to go out of this trade. I think I'm good. I want to get out of this trade. Um, See all these wicks here. We tapped into this wick here. There's a wick here. There's a wick here. So good. Yeah, so I'm also something that used to get out of trades sooner instead of just going for my longer trades because it's just I don't want it to go back on me all the time. Any questions, guys? I think I'm going to leave it for here for now. Let me open up. Well, we'll watch if it goes there. I just want to open the. I love the light. Oops. Price has more room to drop. Yes, I think so too. But I need to end the stream anyway. Um, yeah, I think the level that I called here, I think that is a level that I love to see 25.90, 25.89. So, yeah, I would have this level. My TP was around here, 25.90, but I just don't want to, I think that might be a nice level. Let's see if it gets there in the next macro. But I'm just looking at this S and I'm just we could have S and O it's quarter two and Q. Yeah, no, both are, I think both are gonna drop. Yeah, so eight. I want to see how NQ behaves at this level. And then for later today, I think I will be interested in this level 25.05. But now, oh, this was my initial trade. Remember that I got in? It was too early. This was my trade. Now I would be only up to here, but I need to run at some point. I don't know about any news. I'm just wondering now if this news will, if this, if we're going to get consolidation and maybe for the next candle, next 4 hour candle. Because if this SMT does stick, because it's quarter, I'm just looking at this area here. We're in an N walk. We're at 25% on NQ. So where I got out, 25% SMT around quarter two. I'm just wondering if we're going to consolidate here, and I just don't want to be in it. I just want to be able to. I took 25 points. Um, Hey, we might expand all the way to here though. That would be nice. What level is that? Pom, 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 pom. 25.41. Oh, that was my level here. I mean, I really like that. I think that might be, if we're gonna, if the SMT is gonna fill, I actually do think that we might go all the way up to here for the next half hour. That was my initial trade, remember? From here to here. I think it's gonna go. Um, I think it's just gonna go all the way to that level. Um, 24, 89 will have a small rejection and then all the way back to here. Okay, we are below the 25%, so we tapped into the bottom, which is always a point of liquidity as well. So let's see if it's going to move. I think we can have another move for another 20 minutes, half an hour. I like this level here. First here and then here. I think I'm going to add another one. I'll paper trade one. TP, this is one. And then TP2 is here. This will be TP1. Okay, but I need to go. I need to do some stuff. Any questions, guys? Hey, Moshe, how are you doing? Yeah, you see also this level here is is there a gap here? Oh, this is a nice one. Look at this little cutie here. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, you see, I think we will get a nice reaction here and then maybe even go lower here. But I need to go, so I'm just going to take it to here, and then I wouldn't be surprised we take it up to here. Yes. Boom. Let's see if it can drop further. Okay. Now, what I really, really like is that all the equal lows that we've been creating, right? Um, it's not too bad price action today. I'm just going to leave it here because I just need to do stuff. But I was looking at this point here, and we hit 0.5. We hit some 0.5 level. Was it OTE 0.5 level? Yes. Um, but just a sort of like contracted. Definitely room to the downside, but I need to do stuff. I'll be back. I took a little bit of a break last week. I needed to. but I'm fully energized again, and looking forward to. I'll be back for the pre-market prep, and then the after 10 o'clock. I want to do my. Most of my models, they show up after 10 o'clock. Sometimes they don't, but then those I'll recap if I trade during the open, because my last two recaps are during the open. I technically I don't stream around that time because I'm just collecting data. But let's see. No questions. Well, at least we read it. I mean, I'm going to do some proper journaling because I really want to position myself sooner for those drops. And I mean, it was pretty hard at some point going back and forth. But in hindsight, it's always easy to see it. But in hindsight, that's where we learn, right? Like, for example, um, just want to point out that we only retested midnight once here, and that was already at 3:43. We never got back to it. Here it was lower. We entered that suspension block again. And for me, it's always like, okay, how can I get sooner in a trade with a better risk reward, right? So I'm just looking at, okay, how could I have known sooner instead of here? Maybe already positioned myself here, right? Instead of here. What algorithmic signatures were already left behind that I missed? That's always what I'm looking for. As should you, if you believe in the algo. If you don't believe in the algo, I don't know. But for example, on ES, we had a really beautiful retest here of the previous day high, already at 3 o'clock as well. Whereas midnight was here. So same thing. This was already pretty nice, right? We took liquidity 349. We didn't go over. We didn't take Asia high here, but we took that. Just want to see at 3 and the 15. What did we do at 3 o'clock? Let me see. Just want to see exactly what did we do at 3? Was that the SMT? Was that actually the? Damn. See this indicator. So that's why I always want to have my own indicator. This was actually the SMT, guys. At 3 o'clock, we should have known. Previous day high. Took out highs here. But it's not only about taking the highs, it's doing something very significant, right? It retested the previous day high and it took liquidity. 8 February. And we did not take out, and this indicator missed that. So that's why I'm still testing it. So that's why I didn't check it. I didn't check my SMT properly. So this was actually the SMT that we needed. The previous day high on ES was taken and we did not, and we just left from there on. So, interesting. And the bodies never went above the midpoint of the Asia session either. We did here, yes, we did. Okay, just above. And what happened on NQ? Previous day high was midpoint, and we never got to previous day high. Oh, okay. Well, that was really. I mean, I think it was still a good session, very insightful. But in all honesty, we shouldn't have missed this. I should not have missed it. Um, this is now the point. I think I'm interested in 25,844. How many extra points did we miss because of that? Okay, so 50 point. I mean, the entry could have been 50 points better, but it's okay. At least we read it. I mean, you know, we got on site at some point here, and even though it's sort of like moved, I think we can be proud of ourselves, right? We had a proper read. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm still very proud of us. We did good. We managed risk. We read it properly, and I'm just saying this level here. Okay, guys. I hope you all did well. Okay, so we were wrong here. I was wrong here as well. We did not take the Asia high and pull, but we corrected ourselves. I see you guys later on. Thank you so much. And yeah, this is my TP here, 2548-ish. Let me see, is there another level? Yeah, 2539. If you're in a short, enjoy the ride, and I will be careful a little bit here. 30 points further down. Isn't it beautiful, guys? I love it. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me and just, you know, supporting me and just having fun together and navigating these crazy markets and supporting each other. So, okay, guys, see you next time. Sorry, I just like to watch, but I need to do some stuff. So, chat to you later. Ciao, ciao.